How much passive income did I receive this month for doing absolutely nothing? March tends to be one of the best months, and in this video I'll reveal how much I received from share dividends and premium bond prizes. And if you stay to the end, I'll discuss all the shares I've been buying this month. I've never been a high earner and have a very ordinary job in the education sector. But what I have done is invest spare money each month into large cap companies such as these, and I hold for the long term. My journey started in 2009 and it was a very slow start. In the March of that year I received no dividends at all. In the following March I received £73 from Barclays. In the March of 2011 I received £210 from Barclays and BP. And in the following March this increased to £355, with AstraZeneca also paying out. Seeing the dividends rise like this was really motivating, and I've been captivated ever since. Let's return to 2025 to see how far we have come. This is not investment advice and I'm just showing you my own journey. On the 3rd of March I received a present from IG Group. This company is an online trading provider and is a member of the FTSE 250 index. The shares are down 4.7% this year so far. They pay a decent dividend of almost 5% spread over 2 payments a year. Dividend history looks robust, with the company able to grow its dividend over time. This month IG Group paid out a total of £80. If you want to know how much I hold in each company, then I've listed the totals in the video description. On the 26th, IUSA paid out some cash. This exchange-traded fund gives me exposure to the 500 largest companies in the US all in one share. The ongoing charges are just 0.07%. However, the share price is down 8.4% at the time of this video. As I'm a long-term investor, I see this as a bargain, and I'll be ramping up my purchases of this one. The dividend yield is fairly low at 1.2% spread over 4 payments a year. This month my S&P 500 ETF paid out a total of £150. Also on the 26th my FTSE 100 ETF paid out. This one gives me exposure to the largest 100 companies in the UK. It's weighted by capital, so the 10 global giants you see here make up nearly 50% of the entire ETF. The share price is up 5.3% this year. The dividend yield is 3.6% spread over 4 payments. This month, ISF paid out a total of £160. And as this ETF is inside my Stocks and Shares ISA, all of it is completely tax-free. If you want to open up your own Stocks and Shares ISA like I have, then Trading 212 will give you a free fractional share worth up to £100 if you click on my link in the video description. Also in March, I received some cash from Imperial Brands. The company is slowly transitioning into next-gen products. The share price is up more than 100% over the last 5 years, and this year the share price has increased 5.7%. The dividends are high at 6.3% spread over 4 payments a year. Dividends have still been increasing slightly over the last 5 years, but not as much as they once did. The company is going through a big transition. This month Imperial Brands paid out a total of £255. On the 28th it was the turn of Unilever to reward its shareholders. This consumer goods giant is the 4th largest listed company in the UK. The share price is more or less unchanged this year so far. The dividend is 3.3% spread over 4 payments a year, and as you can see here the dividend payments have been very stable recently. This month Unilever paid out a total of £330. If you are enjoying this content then please hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. On the 24th I received a pile of cash from Shell. This global oil and gas giant is the 2nd largest listed company in the UK and employs over 90,000 people worldwide. The shares are up nearly 8% this year and the yield is a very decent 4% spread over 4 payments a year. As you can see here, the dividends per share have been rising, a very good sign indeed. This month, Shell paid out a total of £345. On the 28th, it was the turn of BP to pay cash to its shareholders. BP is the 5th largest listed company in the UK. Most of the individual companies I own in my portfolio are members of the FTSE 100, and although UK owned, they generate 80% of their revenue not from the UK, but from around the world. The BP share price is up 10% this year already, and the dividend is high at 5.5%. Dividend history is a bit patchy however, but over the last few years it's been growing nicely. I might actually be tempted to buy some more very soon. This month BP paid out a total of £355. On the 24th, I received a nice bonus from AstraZeneca for simply holding their shares. This pharmaceutical giant is the largest listed company in the UK. When I first started buying AstraZeneca shares back in 2011, they were around £26 a share, and today, as you can see here, are over £116 a share. Not only do my shares pay me dividends, they also tend to rise in value if held for the long term. In 2025 alone, they are up 9%. They pay a dividend twice a year and the yield is 2.1%. Dividend history does fluctuate a bit, but the long-term trend is upwards. This month, AstraZeneca paid me a total of £370. And now onto the monthly premium bond draw. I use premium bonds as my emergency fund, kept out of the market on purpose. From April 2025, the headline price rate is falling from 4% to 3.8%. There is one draw a month, you have easy access to your money, there is a chance to win £1 million each month and all winnings are tax-free. The first £1 million winner this March was based in Cumbria and held a maximum of £35,000 in bonds. You may be thinking that you need a huge amount of money invested to have a chance of winning the big one. But just take a look at this. The second lucky winner of the £1 million prize in March was based in Cleveland and didn't even have £1,000 in bonds. In fact, they only had £100 invested. And they bought them less than 2 years ago. No £1 million for me this month, but I did manage to win 4 prizes totaling £250. The bar on the left shows my expected winnings this year so far with 50k invested, and the bar on the right shows what I've actually won. As you can see, I'm slightly behind at the moment. But with only 3 months gone, it's still early days, and it will be interesting to see what happens as the year progresses. Why not hit the subscribe button to follow the journey? So the total passive income this month was £2,295, but it looks like the taxman's claw is back and he looks hungrier than ever. The vast majority of my investments are protected in a stocks and shares ISA, but there just isn't enough room to keep everything inside. This month I'm going to have to pay the claw a crisp £50 note to make him go away, but I know he will be back soon for more. Now for the overall passive income summary. The green bars show my passive income for the first 3 months of last year, and the blue bars are for this year. All figures are after tax, so you can see how much I get to keep, as I like to be fully transparent on this channel. This chart shows how my average monthly dividends have changed since I started in 2009. This is just share dividends and does not include premium bond prizes. At the time of this video, I'm receiving an average of £1,417 per month in share dividends after tax. I'll shortly reveal everything I've been buying in March, but first a quick look at the dividend payment dates for the month ahead. And this screen shows all the shares and ETFs which I own that will be paying out dividends in April. Sometimes these dates change, but this list is correct at the time of this video. This screen shows the highest yields in the FTSE 100. Those in red such as Vodafone, Rio Tinto and Persimmon have faced recent dividend cuts. This is the danger of chasing very high yields. A cut often results in a share price fall as investors become worried. The average yield of the FTSE 100 is 3.5%. My own portfolio is even lower at 3%, but as I've been investing for so long and companies generally raise their dividends over time, my yield on cost is 5.9%. So what have I been buying this month? Just before I begin, I'd like to mention that my next video on this channel will be a full portfolio update, showing everything I own and how it's performed. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel to be notified as soon as that video is released. So what have I been buying? First of all, I've bought a few more shares in Persimmon, as they've been falling recently and I like to buy on the dips. They are currently just under £12 a share, but only a few years ago they were £32 a share. I'm confident the good days will come again as this sector is highly cyclical, but I'm buying very cautiously. One thing I'm buying fairly aggressively at the moment is the S&P 500. As you are probably aware, it's had a rather poor start to the year, and when these sorts of things happen, I remember the wise words of Warren Buffett, when he said, "Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy." And if you want to discover the other Buffett wealth building rules I've followed for the last 16 years, then click this video here.